Came in a little hot this week. Whoops. Hey, everybody, what's going on? We're back another week.
That we are.
As you see and hear, Dave, we're joined by our buddy Chris.
How's it going?
But you got to pay attention. This is it's not a different Chris this week. Don't let the name fool you. It's still the same guy. He's just trying to, I guess, keep it kid friendly. I don't know. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really too sure how, if I'm going to do upload this as a Zoomcast on the YouTube channel, just because of that piece of shit shirt you're wearing there, Chris.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
No, sir.
But I will congratulate you after, 18 years of not being in the playoffs, and then you guys make NFL history.
That was nuts. That was absolutely crazy.
Hey, what the fuck are playoffs? I don't even know what the fuck that is. What is that?
Right, yeah. I was forgetting. But that was their first playoff win since 1994.
Yeah, and then the most points scored in the first quarter of a playoff game. That's insane.
Yeah, but then I got nervous because they were coming back.
Yeah, that second half, I was just like, oh, man, this is not good. They're getting into a roll.
No.
They got the roll right over the Browns.
But
yeah. So after I had 6 hours of Zoom meetings before this one. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think I'd like that too much. Just doing Zoom meetings all day. Dude, no thanks.
It is rough, man. And I think the worst part is it's standard. You keep your camera on. They want you to keep your camera on, so you're not fiddling around, right?
Right.
So it's not like you can be distracted with anything. You really got to focus. And when you start playing with Excel files and start talking about macros and all kinds of other stuff, yeah, man, it's as exciting as it sounds. I just wanted to bail, but I couldn't. Doing the right thing. So my schedule this week's been till 10 o'clock at night, from 1:15 in the afternoon roundabout till 10 o'clock. So shit schedule.
Jesus.
What you need to do is, next time this happens, say on a Thursday, right?
Right.
You need to order a whoopee cushion beforehand and just squeeze a couple off, but make a surprised face as you do it. And be like, oh man, guys, I gotta go. I'm not feeling that great. And you cut out. Then on Friday, that way, when you're just sitting there, you're going through your meetings after 4 hours, you could be like, oh man, this shit, sorry guys, I gotta go. And then you got a Friday night to yourself.
Yeah. I would have liked it, but yeah. Since one of the people picked for the European team, I kind of had to participate.
Right.
So if I would have bailed early, my boss would have heard about it, my manager, and I don't want to go through something like that. So I just, dealt with it. To slide into something different tonight, I came up while I was in this exciting meeting. I had a few seconds in my head to come up with something.
Okay.
This is going to be highly inappropriate maybe, but it's right down our alley, so it's fine. The Paralympics?
What?
You have the Olympics, you have the Paralympics, for people with handicaps.
Okay.
Have you ever watched that at all?
No.
Okay. Now, it's not, people always think it's people who are, mentally retarded or have hand. It's literally people who missing a leg, missing an arm, I don't know, different things.
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat any of them? Any of the gold medal winners? Do you think you could beat any of them at anything?
Probably not.
There's a guy wrestling who had no arms.
No, fuck no. He'd probably Brazilian jiu-jitsu fucking world finalist or something,
Right.
where they just use their legs and their hips. No thanks.
But the winner, check it out, the winner actually had no legs.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine like that guy's core strength? Like the guy, like you know what I mean? He'd be like fighting a spider. Like I don't know what he would do.
Yeah.
And then like say you're like, oh, I could beat this guy. And you did like there was like Joe's versus pros years ago.
Right.
You like, like you take this guy out and you're talking like shit to all your buddies, like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up, man. He's got no fucking legs. And you get your ass whipped, there's no coming back from that. Like, there's no
no. But
like,
here's the thing though.
New friends, you gotta move, you gotta change your name. Like
here's the thing though, and this kind of ties into some of the discussions that we've been having this week, especially yesterday, with the kind of cancel culture that we live in. There's no shit talking right before that. As an able-bodied person, you can't say shit without being fucking burned at the stakes for saying shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't even say a word.
You'd be like, afterwards, maybe you could give me a standing ovation. You can't say shit like that. You'd be done. It's over.
Yeah, you can't just. Man. You can't. It's done.
It's like, remember there was that discussion about that guy from South Africa? What was that guy, the Blade Runner or whatever? Like Pretorius was his name or something. He ended up murdering. He got convicted of shooting.
The South African, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had he's a sprinter, like he was in the normal Olympics, I guess. Like he's a 200-meter guy. I think I don't know. I think he's a 200-meter guy. But like that guy was like he was born without legs. So like that guy knows no different. You know what I mean? Like to him, if he had legs, it'd be weird. You know, if he got legs, woke up with legs one day. I sound like an asshole right now, but if he woke up with legs one day, he'd be like, "What the fuck are these?" You know? I don't know. It's just some weird shit I was thinking of.
Yeah, you got to think about it too. What about with boxing? You know those things back in the day with the weight at the bottom, like you hit it, it bounces right back up.
Right.
You're going to hell, sir.
That's awful. Did you ever like hear about that guy's backstory?
No.
The guy from South Africa, like he ended up going to prison because he shot his girlfriend in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said that it was
through the bathroom door.
Yeah, he said that he didn't know that it was her, that it was someone that broke in, but was found guilty.
That's actually believable, man. South Africa is an awful place. It is very, very high. The crime rate is super high.
Yeah, I know there's a huge disparity between the haves and the have-nots because of what do you call it? The word escapes me now. It's not segregation, but it's like they call it something else. It doesn't matter. It was a certain political system they had where it segregated white people and black people. I don't know the actual name of it, but it escapes me. Look, I've been on Zoom meetings for 6 hours. Suck my dick. So, no, really, guys, please come suck my dick, please. Like, no, Chris, side job, you might need one. From what I hear, you might need one.
Oh, I'm good. It's not me.
No, there's still bills to pay.
Yeah, then why are you worried about it?
Because I'm in the work council. That's why.
Ooh, conflict of interest.
No. I'm able to tell her.
She's guilty.
I have to in that case.
Yeah, but at the same time, how are you able to be on the council if it's...
Well, it doesn't affect me personally.
It's your wife. How does that not affect you personally? Fucking Germans, man. I swear to God. Like, and this is coming from the most bureaucratic fucking country in the world. Like, that blows my mind.
Yep, it's not directly about my person.
Okay. Wow. That is very interesting.
Oh, so since when have you guys had the 15 kilometers lifted? Because I looked today, you guys are under the 200.
It has to be consecutive of 5 days. It has to be less than 200 in succession of 5 days in a row. The problem is that's only for Gießen. I'm not in Gießen. Neither is Dave. Where you look where I'm at in Stauffenberg, they're at 308.
What freaking shit.
I don't really know what it is
again?
here.
The county.
Gentlemen?
No, it's the same county. However,
we're going to keep it rolling, but I got to dip out for 1 second. Nature calls.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go for it. But Gießen is the county that we live in, but it's also a city, but it doesn't go by county. It goes by actual city. Nope, it goes by city, wherever the incidence is, how they say it, the incidence. It goes by city as well. And the city where I live is well over 200. There, like I said, I think when I checked yesterday, it was 308. I think it's a little bit higher. So ridiculous. That fucking, it doesn't do anything for me. So if once they lift that 15 kilometer ban, I'm still stuck.
Mm-hmm. That is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And they're checking people like crazy here.
Did you hear about the lawyer that's suing the government of Bavaria?
No.
What is Freiheitsberaubung in English? It's basically like like kidnapping, I guess.
Yeah.
It's similar to that in that case for us, where they're being
we're being held against our will.
Exactly.
Yep.
So he's suing them. I'm curious about how that's going to turn out.
Not good.
Yeah, I think he started it yesterday or the day before I saw it.
That's crazy, man.
Like, well, that guy's at least got balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, false imprisonment. There we go.
Yeah. Now, you're even for you, you're not more than 15 Ks away from your work, are you?
Oh no, I am. But I've got the paper and I always have it with me, unlike the guy that you told us about.
Yeah, you have to have that with you.
I'm not paying that fine. That's
the thing though. The guy that I told you guys about, they didn't get the paper. The company didn't.
Oh, they never issued one? Oh, that is ridiculous. The company
didn't file for them. They think it's because I forget what it costs. So they think it's cheaper to pay the 300 or it's 250 to 350 euro fine. Is cheaper than getting however many employees need that paper. Fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
So is the company willing to pay for it though? That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So when you get stopped, then you just give them the bill and
basically
that company must be making a shitload of money.
It's still cheaper than, because I forget what it to register and get the actual papers for the people, because they make it super expensive because they want to promote home office, so they want to keep people off the roads and everything. So I forget how much they made it per person, but it's much higher than the fine.
Yeah, my company, it didn't make a difference. You got to look at what they made in the contract. So,
well, plus for you guys, I think because it's
essential
and it's under military, so there's no. I think it's a little bit different.
Nah, not really.
No.
And my unit finally, my personal unit in the Army, on the Army side, they finally thought about it and are making the papers for us. In case it does happen, we're still able to go to the unit.
Okay. Well, see,
it's literally just my company of 32 people and not the rest of the people over here.
And that's what's crazy. We have a buddy that he is doing everything from home.
That's how I've been too since November.
But he
October,
said,
actually.
Yeah, but he said a lot of people left his unit, so he's actually doing like every night, like when his family goes to bed or whatever, he's doing a lot of work to keep caught up and keep them going because a lot of people from his unit left.
Well, that's why he makes the big money.
Sorry. True. And that's what I said. I was like, well, it is your job, but that would suck though. But then again, it's not that crazy. He doesn't have to deal with anybody. And then
To an
He's
extent.
also doesn't have to drive to V-Spot every month.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's
So-
not that bad. I mean, it was bad for a while when they were bitching about the red zones. Then it was bad because it's a whole different state that I have to drive to. It's not just
Is
a
it?
different county, it's a different state.
I thought you were still in Hessen.
No, I live in Hessen, yes, but our unit's in Rhineland Falls.
Oh, you guys are out of Mines Castile.
No, Wackenheim.
Okay.
That's what is it? Mine's Bingen.
Okay. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
That still sucks.
Yeah, that technically, I guess since October, it worked out to my advantage because of that. Because my company could have said that I need to do the quarantine and take the freaking corona test and all that other
Right.
BS. So they worked with me on that, even though I'm only like 25 minutes away from the unit.
Yeah,
It's on a different state.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
Speaking of which,
Now,
I actually have either of you taken the corona test?
no, I have not. However,
You, Dave?
No.
Oh,
I almost
man.
had to.
We did on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, I'm an American
so
patriot. I don't do things like that.
so my wife got sent into quarantine by the health department here because she was the first contact person of someone that had corona or has. And so we did the smart thing and went and got us both tested. So the throat isn't that bad, but they pull it
Right.
out of your throat. They tell you to sit normal, and then they shove this thing that's about like looks like the giant Q-tips at the doctor's office in the States.
Yep.
They shove that all the way into your nose.
Yep.
If I
It's
remember
like
correctly, you've always had a deep throat. So
not me. But they
Well,
shove it
then
in, you feel it start
Agree
to
to
burn,
disagree.
and then they just keep going. Oh no, not me. Trust me, that shit barely touched my throat and I started gagging.
you're like me, but
I would have puked on him.
Yeah, I can't. I definitely found out that day and one time prior that I'm not going to any type of American prison. Nope, can't do that.
So let's rewind. Let's go back to one other time. What was that one other time, Chris?
The other time when we went to, it wasn't about that.
Oh,
No, we had to do the fast test.
okay.
We had to do the fast test in order to go visit Pam's brother.
Yeah, but the fast test, how do they do that? Is that also up through the nose?
No, they just did the throat and then put it in some liquid and test it.
Okay.
You just have to sit there for 15 minutes.
My wife was tested this week. So, but she was negative.
Yeah, so were
Still
we.
went to
Thank
work.
God.
But like I was feeling like shit the last couple days. So
Well, that's
I don't know
the
if I
problem
trust
too
them.
right now with the winter that we've got. It's ridiculous. So they asked my wife if she had symptoms,
Cheers,
and of
fellas.
course she's got like normal. Cheers. She's got like normal cold symptoms, runny nose or stop nose and sore throat.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, okay, you've got symptoms, you've got to go into quarantine.
Yep.
And then we called and told them, we're like, hey, we're negative, we got our results. Am I able to get something that says that it lessens the time that I'm on quarantine? And he goes, regardless of what your results are, you still have to stay.
Yeah, you still have
time in
to
quarantine.
at least 10 days.
400 days.
I wish.
In
'Cause they're
Hessen,
still-
it's 10
No, you
they're
days.
don't.
getting paid like normal.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, you don't. You don't wish for that right now, dude. It's awful.
No.
I'm so sick of being at home. Oof. That's all I can say right now. I am ready to hit the mean streets of Germany. I have had enough.
Yeah. The home office doesn't seem like it'd be it wouldn't be too much for me.
Yeah. You're getting a lot of I'm getting a lot of in and outs in the background, a lot of in and outs.
Right.
And a lot of peeking in the doors. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I thought you were supposed to be doing this. Like, what are you, my fucking manager? Leave me fucking
See,
alone.
that's
Why do you have
like
that in your hand, Dad?
For me, like it wouldn't be like that kind of stuff's not a problem. The problem for me is though, like I'll be sitting there working and I'll be like, you know what, this kind of sucks. It's like, oh, I'm in the middle of renovating a bathroom, I'm building a studio, fuck work, let's go do that. And I'd end up just building a whole bunch of shit that I don't need.
Yeah. I mean, what this home office thing has done is it's saved me a tremendous amount of kilometers on Maria, which is my car. Her name's Maria, which, by the way, got her back last weekend. Lovely to get the BMW back. Everything's fine. Everything's good. But it literally must have saved me 30,000 kilometers this year, easy. You know,
at least, yeah,
just driving back and forth to Lipstadt, at least, right, Bobby? So that's a good thing. The bad thing is that since a lot of these suppliers, like because of Corona, we can't go in. The bad thing is that I think a lot of busy work has been created. Whole lot of Excel file bullshit. Track this, track that. Weekly calls to suppliers to see if anything's changed. Are you on short time work? Do you lay people off? Shit that we need to know. But on the other hand, like it's busy work, man.
Oh yeah, it's
a good point is I've caught up on podcasts that I hadn't listened to in a while because I gotta have something going in the background. I got to figure out, stimulate your brain somehow. Yeah, it is what it is. But you also have to think you save kilometers, you save gas, but your other costs are going up because I'm not traveling. So like, you shower here every day. Before, if I traveled 2 or 3 days a week, I would be showering at the hotel. That's their water, not mine. Right. Flushing the toilet, you have to think about that. Buying more food, buying more water. So, and in Germany, I just saw, I think we talked about this before, but they want to tax us now. If you spend so much more time at home, they want to do a tax for that.
What?
Yeah, a home office tax. You didn't see it?
No.
I'll send you both. I'll send you both the article that I have it saved in my phone. I was blown away because apparently it's unfair that I have a job that allows me to work from home, but somebody else who's a manufacturer, works to manufacture or something, doesn't have that opportunity.
Yeah, like
so
me.
It's unfair because you know how Germany is. If they think you're saving money one way, they'll try to peg you with a tax some way. Mm-hmm. So they think you're saving money because you're not buying food, you're not traveling, you're not paying gas, you're not wear and tear.
Wow. You're not, yeah.
What I think of it. That should be my screenshot.
It's, oh man, it is pretty annoying with how bureaucratic it is here and how a lot of the things are getting out of control. How you just said, if that tax comes in, how are they going to actually administer that?
Through your employer.
Okay, so it'll be something that will be taken directly out of your pay instead of at the end of the year kind of thing.
That part I don't honestly know, but it's the only way that makes sense because your employer tracks how many hours you're working. So if I'm reporting to my employer that I'm doing 40 hours a week at home office, then they know he's getting taxed. Somebody like Chris, he won't have to worry about it, right? Or you said that you're not doing home office either, right, Bobby?
No.
Okay, then you don't have to worry.
But here's the thing, though: if you're doing home office and stuff like that, as long as you're putting in the hours for the company, the work's getting done. Your company can just go, "No, he's working. Nothing's changed. Case closed." How can you prove that somebody's in home office or somebody's not in home office?
Yeah.
Fear.
I don't know.
Germans are afraid to get caught in a lie.
Yeah, so I just don't want to fuck with it. I'm past that now. I'm at that age now where I don't even want to fuck with that shit. Because I know factually, for a fact, and I don't need to get into it, that you get more years if you don't do your taxes correctly in prison than you do if you actually fucking stab somebody. That's a fact. I know that firsthand. So I don't want to be that guy in prison. Like you said, I don't have to worry about having being somebody's boyfriend like you do, Chris. But I still don't want to be there.
No, he'd be no boyfriend. He's prison wife material. They'd be like, you know what? First thing we're gonna do is shave that goatee and see how them balls feel.
Yeah. Smear this Kool-Aid packet on your lips.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Making you shave your pubes to a heart above it. Oh, man.
But then again, like I don't know, like I actually had this conversation with somebody.
That doesn't surprise me.
Prison would suck, but if you're gonna go to prison, Germany might be a place where I wouldn't mind going to prison.
I was saying that, I was thinking that too, because dude, you're given a TV, you have your own
Yeah.
room. It looks like a apartment.
Depending on where you
and you can
go,
get an education. You can further your education.
but also depending on where you go, your own room might actually have like its own bathroom, its own shower and
Yeah.
everything in there. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Could you go without beer that long though? Could you?
Dude, there's a prison. I forget where it is. It's not too far from here. It's like a max. There's a show on Netflix, a documentary. It's like the inside the world's hardest prisons.
Mhm.
And there was an episode where he goes to different prisons throughout the world and he spends a whole week there. But like they legit just like they book him in and he goes in. There's no like
Yeah, I've seen it. There's new
protection,
episodes
whatnot.
that just came out, right?
Huh?
New episodes just came out, right?
New episodes just came out, but there's an episode where he went to a prison here in Germany and people had fucking jobs, like, but not like jobs like you think in the prison, like working in the mess hall or something like that. No, these motherfuckers, they clock out, they leave the prison and they come back to sleep. And it's like, then why fucking put them in prison? Like they're going out, like you can just go out, eat, fuck, do whatever you want, and then just come sleep in a prison bed. That's a fucking hotel.
Yeah, but it
It's
depends
a hostel.
on.
Yeah, that we're paying for.
I know this is a fact that it depends on how long you've been in. After your first 2 years or after a certain amount of time, you're allowed to leave, and as long as you come back on time, you don't lose that privilege. And the longer you're in, the longer you get to go out, as long as you're considered safe. Also, some of the jobs they do are kind of like menial stuff in there, like you like put buttons on a shirt or you do something like lowest level, but that's how they get paid, and it's very low pay, but they get paid for it.
Yeah, no, like what I mean, there was a dude, he worked for some kind of cleaning company. He would go work his 8-hour shift and then come back to the prison. And I think they were given like including like driving there and back time like that, it was like 10.5 hours a day where they just get to leave. And it's like, what the fuck? That is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think like it just kind of made me laugh because it's like, nah, okay. I might survive a German prison.
Right.
Anywhere else, probably not. Germany, probably. My chances are pretty high. I'm confident. As long as nobody tries to tickle me while I'm sleeping, we're good.
Right. Right.
Feel that hot breath on the back of the ear and just start freaking.
No, you know what though? Like that, okay. You kind of expect that in prison, but if somebody just comes up and get you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm out. Game over.
You don't have any time to prep or nothing. It's just,
No. Oh, come on. It's still floppy. I know.
Do your job. Well, they say you gotta tighten and squeeze, tighten and squeeze. Pull to one side. Chris, how do you do it again? Are you back to work now?
Me? Yeah.
Normal schedule.
Yeah, I've been on a normal schedule now.
Yeah. You shoot anybody this week?
No.
All right.
Again, German and their rules.
Do you even get to carry a gun?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a P-38 Luger. What do they give you to carry? 22?
No, it's a 9mm.
Okay. A Saturday night special. Keep it in your purse. You don't carry a purse. You got a satchel. It's a satchel. I forget. You get to wear a uniform?
What was that?
You wear a uniform, right? Like a little Pond Guard uniform.
Yeah, yeah. And a bulletproof vest and everything.
Got to be careful out here in the mean streets of Germany.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, there was this one time, this kind of scared the shit out of me. I was in Wiesbaden and I was waiting like at the front gate for our one buddy. And this person just like, I'm just standing there like outside of my car, and I think I was smoking a cigarette just standing there, and this person just starts talking shit to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
What do you want?
I don't remember that. I just look over, I'm like, wait, fucking wise, what are you doing, dude? Working, man. I think that night there was like some crazy ass lady like outside the gate, but like across the street. And you were telling me, like, yeah, she kind of lives there. She hangs out and like talks like crazy shit about bombs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
we've got our fair share of crazy people that show up.
That's fucking crazy.
I've met God. It's a female.
Makes sense though. If you think about it, it makes sense. No. You guys killed the real one, so.
Yeah, you did. That's why she's haunting you. She knows you played your hand, you Judas. Oh well. So there's something I did kind of want to talk about this week, and it's a little off base for our podcasts. It's not stuff that we normally talk about. With everything going on back home, and for us, home is the States. Doesn't matter where you come from. It's, you know, it's home.
Yeah.
With the second impeachment going on, and just
hold on, Bobby. Hold on.
I see it.
How long has that been up?
The best part is he was just sitting there looking like a sad Gus. Just listen to me talk. So it fit.
God damn.
That's been changed for like 5 minutes, and before that, for like 5 minutes, it was like the Cheifs suck.
It sucks. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
I read it as Chris sucks. So
right,
to immediately switch gears, with, I don't want to get too political, but after all, there are things that we do have to talk about. And with everything going on right now, we talked this week in our group about freedom of speech and how it doesn't exist or whatnot. I don't know. I personally think it's kind of bullshit. Yes, people are being censored, but that's also, they're kind of right. Like, I have my right to say whatever I want to say, but people also do have the right to censor it. If that makes sense.
It does. To me, it does. This week
to me too. Like, if I say if I was like a mega billionaire and I had my own social media platform, right, of course you can discriminate and talk about and decide what people say or whatnot, because it's yours. People are using it. It's a privilege and a freedom to use your platform. However, it's still your platform at the end of the day, so you can control and mitigate what is said and what happens there. But from the other side, me as a user, I still have my freedom of speech. I can go outside. Well, I don't know how it is here, but like back home, I never once ever felt like anybody was holding me back to what I could say or not say. I could just be me without having any fear of any kind of reprimands.
Sure, but I feel like I would be restricted by my job, or when I was in the military, I would definitely been restricted there. But that's just from my perspective. So
yes, because you are no longer, when you are under contract with the military, you are no longer David Colvin. You are
right, but
GI
also,
whatever number.
Right, but right now with my job, I'm also restricted because it's just kind of how can I say this? it's kind of like I'm the face of the company when they go to a place.
Exactly.
So, but like, Bobby, I really don't feel like I would ever say anything so fucked up that I would need to be restricted. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like that. And that's like the thing that really got me thinking is like when we were saying, like, oh, yeah, you can't say whatever you really want. It's like, I can't think of really anything that I would say that would be like, oh my God, and get me canceled or whatever.
Right.
I think I could get away with pretty much whatever I want to say, other than like going up to some like well, even that I could get away with it. Going up to a famous person, just like yelling cunt at them. Like, yeah, I could do that. And what are you going to do? Besides, like, maybe somebody punched me in the face. Cool. But guess what? I still said it, fucker.
Yeah, but Twitter is the bathroom wall. It's the bathroom wall of the internet.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Twitter.
No, but I am, because that's the base that we're speaking of, right? So
no,
let's talk about that. So it's people with fake profiles.
But I'm not though.
What?
Which one?
I'm talking actual speech. I'm not writing,
yeah,
dude. I'm not talking about those. Voice. I'm not talking about those fucking those keyboard tough guys. Fuck that. Because to like anybody can get on a computer and say whatever they want to say or hide it or whatever. That to me, that's not really saying something. That's hiding behind something. What I'm talking about, my freedom of speech is actual literal speech. Me going out somewhere and saying what is on my mind and expressing emotions, feelings, thoughts without having to worry about repercussions. That's what I'm talking. To me, that's what freedom of speech is. Not being on Twitter. And I understand.
No, it's kind of what I mean by it is it's a platform that this is really getting pushed out by, because obviously Twitter canceled Trump, blah blah blah. I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But you know, freedom of speech is to a certain point. There's obviously certain things you can't say, right? We all know you can't say there's a bomb on a plane. You can't say that.
No, we all know you can, but you will be in trouble for it.
Yeah. But my thing is if you're willing to say whatever you want to say, then you need to be able and willing to accept the consequences that come with that. Just like you just said. Mm-hmm. And if you can't, then you can't cry about it, because you know if you say certain things, it's going to blow up in this world these days. It's different. It's a different world than it was even 5 years ago. It's totally different. So yeah. I feel like even when I went to the States a couple of years ago, I felt out of place. Like I felt like, you know, Germany's different. Like people say, oh, it's kind of, no, it's not like the States. It's different here. It's a slower pace. That's for sure. I definitely have more time for family and friends than I ever would in the States. That's for fucking damn sure. Bobby, you're different because you're always doing chores around the house. But for us ones that don't have to do that shit, you have more time. But it's also a different atmosphere. I always felt like I was walking on eggshells kind of, and you have to be careful because sometimes you say shit and you don't mean it in that way, but you have people who will run with that motherfucker just because they want to.
Yeah, perception.
And for all you dumb fucks out there, this is me on a rant, and I'll let you have it back, Bobby. For all you dumb fucks out there, you need to realize every fucking person has a smartphone. Every smartphone has a fucking camera. So as soon as somebody does something crazy, it's going to be on the internet. And once on the internet, always on the internet. Yep. You send a titty or a dick pic to somebody, that shit's on the internet. And trust me, you send a titty pic to one of these three guys on screen right now, it's probably going to the other three guys on screen right now. So that shit is then on the internet. I mean, it's just seriously, people need to wake up and realize I get what you're saying, Bobby, that you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. Say whatever the fuck you want, but just realize you're going to deal with the consequences. And that may be losing your job.
And that's fine. But that's a decision that you make well before, I know, but any logical thinking person, they make that decision. That decision has been made in their head mentally before they actually say something. And I understand if I say something, I am fully ready to accept the consequences. But the fact of the matter is, I'm still not going to censor myself because I'm afraid of something. If you go to my work right now and you ask anybody, I'm very vocal. I fight with the owners constantly because shit needs to change. But I know that I could get in trouble for that, but I accept that. But it's still my God-given right to be able to say what is on my mind. And we all blow up, but after 5 minutes, we're all good. And that's how it should be. I don't understand. Like, the thing is, man, like, you talk about the greatest generation. They fucking were the greatest generation, because look at what pussies we've become and what we're doing to the generation after us. Our kids, it pisses me off how they are. It is absolutely atrocious. And that's also why, that's where this whole cancel culture has become. And don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about cancel culture and associating it with the whole Me Too movement, because it's not. I'm talking, it is a completely different thing, where if you say something, oh, you're canceled. Like my oldest, I said something as a joke the other day
Bobby,
to one of my buddies.
Bobby, you say this every podcast. I was waiting for it. It was coming. Go ahead.
And that's fine. But it pisses me off.
I know.
Because like, why am I canceled? Why would somebody be so butthurt that they're going to ruin my life because of words I said? Like, I don't get it, man.
Sticks and stones, you know.
But that's the thing.
But they don't say that anymore.
We know that, but our kids don't.
Hey, did you know you can't say Indian style anymore?
I've been told that, and I do not accept that. It's
now crisscross applesauce.
No, thank you.
Nope.
I won't. I refuse.
What the fuck does that have to do with applesauce? That's my only thing. Like,
because it's a cute rhyme. That's the fucking generation that's taking over after us.
You know what we need to have on the Zoom podcast? We need to have Rebecca on here one time.
We should.
She's making this happen. She's causing these problems.
She is.
We're gonna have her on. We're gonna have her on and have a stern talking to about this.
No, you should also have on then? You should also put Randall on with you guys too. And just let those two go.
That was bad.
Actually, we were supposed to have Randall on and we didn't get back with him again. Is he in California?
Nah, he's leaving next week back to California.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like the one post that he did, he was over there.
That's a guy who gets on the internet and says what the fuck he thinks. You got to respect that.
Yep.
And that's the thing,
There's
like,
absolutely no filter.
But he's actually not off base on a lot of stuff. People just don't want to hear it. So,
you know what though? And that's the thing. Like, okay, even you have crazy people that get on their soapboxes and they spout the most craziest shit. But nobody really does anything because they don't want to fight with crazy. You can't argue with crazy, they say. But you know what?
We've all been married. We know that.
Right. But just, I don't know, man. Like, to me, they're words. Yes, I understand that words can turn into hate speech or propaganda. But if you're not doing that, then who cares what you say?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just feel like people are just trying to take our voices away from us.
They are. That's factual. They are.
So, I guess I'll get off my soapbox for that.
I'm unhappy, Dave.
His wife's gonna watch this and go, "What are you telling these guys?"
Chris, I meant to ask you, did you want your last name on there?
It doesn't matter to me. I don't really give a fuck.
All right, man. I should have asked you ahead of time. My bad.
Well, I've also called him Wise like 6 times.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So
yeah, that'll work. That'll go over well.
Weinstein.
That's another inside joke from my unit.
Weisenstein.
So not only did you think that I was a Jew, but my unit did too. While I was on a real world mission. Yep.
I didn't think that. I knew. My
Bobby believed you. That's for damn sure.
I still believed. It was like months. Why are you putting the past tense on that, son?
It was like months later when we finally met up again.
We're in the present. I believe, not believed. No, but I don't know, man. I understand a lot of people. I don't know. It's weird. I've seen people change, man, over the last few years, and it's
Oh yeah, definitely.
not a good thing. Doesn't like being told he is. I can't see it on the phone.
Canceled.
Oh,
That's
okay,
my
canceled.
pizza.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ugh.
That's fine. Yeah. So, oh man, look, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a new world, and we're just trying to make our way in it. That's it. That's it.
Right. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
we can do. Unfortunately.
And I also want to address another thing. So, I think that we had the idea, and I'm with this idea, that we should probably max the podcast to 3 people.
I agree.
Only because it's going to probably be me and Bobby with a rotating guest, because max 4, but 3 is better. And the reason I say that is because if you have too many people, sometimes it's too hard to follow. You know? I think you got some feedback, Bob, this week from
I did.
people.
It was hard to follow, and like for me also, like as being a part of the podcast, when you get I don't know, I guess is certain things going on, it feels a little more it feels more inside jokey than it does us talking or providing entertainment for an audience. You know what I mean? It feels like we're gearing it towards for people that know us personally, or it's a smaller circle. That's what we want to do. The opposite of that. We want to bring everybody in. So that's just my thing with it. And plus, it's easier because you get a better banter when it's just just a few. If you have more, then you're worried. Are we including these people in enough? What's going on? And it just creates a lot of weird, awkward silences. And dead air is not good.
It's not good. I think we had a communication to each other that week, and we were on the same level. After the podcast, I felt the same. Some good spots, and like we've always said, we're trying to improve week to week. We got a lot of shit to say. We have friends who have a lot of shit to say. The problem with us is just getting it on a podcast form.
Right.
Looking forward to being able to do this in front of each other, or me and Bobby sitting next to each other playing footsies under the table, and Chris on the Zoom. Doesn't matter. We'll do it one way or the other. So to everybody listening, just send us your if something bugs you about the pod or whatever, just send it to us, and we'll take the criticism or the applause and move ahead with it and make the necessary changes, which we're going to do.
Exactly.
Have people actually commented on it?
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten feedback at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a few loyal listeners who usually give me some feedback, and Bob does as well. So,
and that's another thing for anybody else that's listening out there. Don't feel like, other than just saying, "Oh, you guys suck." Okay, cool, we get that, but what can we do to make it better? You know what I mean? Like, I hate if you have any kind of criticism, give it to us, because we can take it constructively and maybe try to fix things and make it more enjoyable for your listeners. And that's the whole reason why we do this.
Yeah. And we have a blast doing it. So
yeah, we do. And unfortunately, and that's how we're doing it right now. This is exactly, it's perfect for Corona, because we're still doing the podcast like we did before. However, we've adapted to the Corona culture, where we've incorporated Zoom with it. So we get to, instead of just doing a podcast over the phone like we did a bunch of times, I like this better, because it gives us like a feel like we're working, like that we're still kind of face to face. So it keeps chemistry going a little bit, where if we just do it over the phone, you're easily distracted. So that also takes away from it. So, I mean, obviously we can't make it perfect, but we do it with what we can.
Right. And who knows for how much longer Chris is going to be married. So maybe he has some more time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm just, if she does she watch this? I think you said last week that she watched this a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously I'm joking, kind of.
Kind of awesome.
No, I think
Do
it'll be
people
fine.
in your unit listen?
That I have no clue.
Okay, so
I don't, how do I say this? I don't share it on our communications that we have, the link. There's probably a few people that I can send it to if they don't already know, like Randall, what I talked about.
okay.
Paul, and there's a couple of other people in the unit that would probably listen to it.
Of course they would. Hearing these three sexy, soothing voices, of course they would. What keeps a soldier warm at night? So they don't know
Yeah.
that you cross dress.
What the fuck was that?
It's,
God, what
it's
was her
allowed
name?
now. You can't
What-
judge anymore. It's allowed.
I'm not judging. I'm just applauding you for being able to pull it off.
Yeah.
I can't wear heels, man. I'm too heavy. I
Like
can't
that.
wear
It's
heels.
like that one dude that was performing on, what the hell was that? Germany's Got Talent or whatever.
That's
the hell
what I
it
was just gonna say. That Conchita Wurst or whatever her name was.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey man,
It
you
was
do your
crazy.
life.
Like long flowing hair,
And the
cross dresser,
goatee.
but then just a massive beard. But like
Hey man,
a
do what makes you
dark
happy.
Arabic beard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you do. Hey, you do what makes you happy, man. If that makes you happy, I don't judge you, Chris.
Exactly, man. I don't care. You do you, boo boo.
Yeah,
Uh,
you the man, or whatever you call yourself. I don't know. I'm not woke enough sometimes. So I need to be woken up. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, next
obviously
week
I'm not
before-
either. There's
Before we
There's a
start
new
the
thing.
podcast, Chris, if you want, just send us in our group text your pronouns that you like to use, and we got you, bud.
We're accommodating on the pod. We don't, we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send something when this is over. Something that I got today. I'm sure that you guys will absolutely love the words that have been banned now.
All right, gentlemen. So we have to make a deal with each other that whenever this COVID thing lets up, that we're gonna have a fucking massive get together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It just has to happen. I haven't, Chris. I don't think I've seen you in like 6 months, dude. This is ridiculous.
Shit, it's been longer than that, man. I wasn't at your birthday party. Last time was
true.
July 4th.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, about a little over 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, true.
Bob, I don't even
Fuck
remember what you smell like now, man. It's been too long, buddy. I think that we last did a pod at your place in what, October?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a long while. I think October might be I don't remember who was the last here, Harry or you. I think it was Harry.
Harry. I couldn't make it. It was Harry.
Yep.
Fuck, man. This shit's it's gotta come to an end, man.
It does, man. This shit. I'm so over this shit.
Hey, one more thing though. I read a very interesting article that said COVID could turn simply into a normal common cold within the next couple of years. Because once it mutates, it can mutate into a common cold that everybody's gotten it already before, everybody's had it, and so it just doesn't affect you like it normally would. Which is kind of an interesting thought process.
Speaking of mutated COVID, there's that mutated form that came out of the UK.
Yeah.
There's been a confirmed case here in Hessen.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Very
lovely.
Very nice.
Yeah. Because I
do you remember?
I know people who got it and it put them on their ass, man.
Oh yeah, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
I've known people that it knocked them completely on their ass, and the others it was like, what was it? Maybe a couple of days, and then they got better. My cousin had it too. The first couple of days he was bad. Didn't have taste or anything like that. Got that back, and then slowly improved.
I unfortunately know I know a lot of people that have gotten it. However, unfortunately, yesterday and the day before, I know people I grew up with, parents died.
That's awesome.
Separate people.
Yeah, that's horrible during this time anyway. all the freaking
Yeah, but like, and
regulations.
see, here's the
basically-
thing though. If you think about that, like right now, if I don't know how it works for you, Chris, because I don't know like what your guys' regulations are. If you guys are like a red zone or whatnot, like we are.
No, we're not like you guys, but I think it's still the same regulation as far as how it goes with hospitals and everything.
Yeah, but like, say something happens to one of our parents back home right now, what do we do?
Oh no, they can't deny you flying back to the States.
No,
It's
but you have
easy.
to quarantine. Yeah, but no, here's the thing though. You're coming out of a certified red zone. Travel is restricted.
Bro, they didn't even ask that.
What you mean in the
They didn't
States or
ask that
here?
when we
I think at that point, yeah, because it was Florida, dude. That governor is completely fucked in the head.
That's factual. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Um,
we flew into Atlanta. We flew into Atlanta first, and that was the main hub that we flew into, and you have to go through customs and all that stuff there.
That guy,
And
that
they
guy
didn't
lost me
ask
when
that.
he said that guy lost me when he said the WWE was essential business. So yeah, yeah, that happened. That really happened.
that's because I think their headquarters is in Tampa.
No, their headquarters is in Connecticut, but they do
Okay.
all their shows from Orlando now.
Yeah, but well, they also have like their huge training facility is actually
Is
in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I don't know, man. It seems sketchy just because if I can't go out of a 15-kilometer circle here, how am I going to get to the airport that's 70 Ks away?
Yeah. You don't have a reason because if you have the Gießen license plate, you're going to get pulled. And
Exactly.
It's just, if something happens to our parents, it's just, we're at a shitty time in our lives. I mean, I'm knock on wood. I don't want anything to happen to my parents, but
Yeah.
I told my mom, I've had that conversation with my parents already, you know, stop. My dad's a knucklehead. I love my dad, but he's a knucklehead, you know, and I, you know, told him a million times, Dad, wear your mask where you go. Yeah, wear it at the store. Dad, wear it when you're out and about. My mom she works at she's a manager at a Christmas store actually. And she's in one of the hottest spots in America in Tennessee, in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, because there's so many tourists that come there. And these people don't want to, when they go, for some reason, when people go on vacation, they think the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand that. Happened here in Germany as well. All these people who brought this COVID back with them from vacation
Oh, yeah.
had to go to
Exactly.
vacation and then
Exactly.
bring that shit back. So, you know, if something happens to my parents, I'd be devastated, but I just know there's no way I could even make it to the airport, like Bobby said.
Yeah, and that's the thing that just kind of really screws me up, man. That's one thing that has really opened my eyes to living over here in Europe is if something happens, I'm not able to be quickly there to help with any kind of situation as before. This is something like if something happens, like push comes to shove, I'm 2 days out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's realistic. Yeah.
Because how they have the stupid flight laws, like they're not doing flights to the States all day long. It's only between like a few hour blocks, and it's like usually early in the morning because of how they do it.
Right.
So, and it sucks.
It sucks, but
Well, I mean, even here, God forbid you get into a car wreck and you're in the hospital, bro. You're by yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought about my situation last year. If that would have happened this year,
Oh, dude.
I've been assed out, man.
Yeah, man. We'd be doing Zoom.
Yeah. No shit. I couldn't have because I had my cell phone. If you remember, I'd have been fucked.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Couldn't even brought
You
it.
didn't even have
Throw
your
rocks-
cell phone. That's
Throw rocks
right.
at your window.
Yeah. No.
Throw rocks at your window and hold up signs like, "Hey, Dave."
Hey, buddy. Been at the window like.
Would have set up a projector and just blasted Pornhub on it for you.
Yeah, remember they had my remember they had my cell phone, and so like I was lucky that I had my work cell phone.
Yeah, you were because they had your cell phone for like 5 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that was brought to me, so I got lucky that they brought my work cell phone, right?
Yeah.
And man, I'd have been, oh my God, fuck, man. That would have been awful. Because I know who my roommate was. And if it's the same situation,
No, because I knew who your roommate was too, man. No
that
thanks.
guy's a pussy. That guy was a pussy. Jesus Christ. Everything hurts, man. Shut the fuck up. I couldn't have dealt with that. Oh, I'm mad about it now just thinking about it. Yeah, I feel for those people who get in an accident or something. You're stuck in the hospital.
Yeah, man.
Family can't visit you.
Yep.
Nobody can visit you.
Nope.
Yeah.
There was a couple weeks ago, I actually went to the doctor. I was having some kidney issues, and I was thinking, fuck, this better not be a kidney infection or something, because I'm not trying to go spend 4 or 5 weeks in a hospital where you're already confined, but then it will be even like worse.
Yeah,
No,
there's no walk in the halls and none of that shit.
No, just stuck in a bed, man. No thanks. So,
all right, guys. Well, yeah, it's been close to an hour. I want to wrap it up. I've been on this.
Yeah, we're over an hour right now. I'm looking at the time. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Cool pod this week, man. Easy going. Nice. Chris, glad to have you on.
Yes,
Yep,
thank you. Next week, I guess we'll try to be a little more structured. I'm tired and my drunkenness is wearing off, so I'm kind of like.
Actually, I think it's a solid pod this week, actually. So,
yeah, very good.
Relaxed. Good to go.
It's great, but in all reality, the only thing that matters is it doesn't matter if we like it. It matters if you like it. So,
man, fuck them kids.
Please like, share, give us feedback, listen to us on everywhere. The numbers have been doing pretty good, so that's good.
Keep it going.
Yes. Let's keep it going, guys. And thanks for stopping by. And we will be with you next week.
It's true. See you then. Have a week. Talk to you soon.
Take care.
It would help if I actually played it right. Oh, God, I suck. Okay.
Add it on Pornhub.